everybody, welcome to another video. First of all, I would like to thank you for all my new subscribers that are watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I thank you for your interest in video games and shooters and some other stuff like books or vinyls, and it really means a lot to me that people are listening. And to get right into business, I just want to show some pickups that I did lately, some games that I bought, and some little modification that I did for controllers. And most important, I want to introduce my cat. His name is Moshiko. He's black, so it's a little bit hard to see, but he's also a gamer. So yeah, we should introduce some stuff. What do you think, Moshiko? He's a Japanese cat. He was actually a stray cat, and it's actually pretty hard to find like a free cat in Japan. And we went on the internet and we were looking for cats, and one of the we contacted an old lady, and back then I was not married yet, and she wanted to know if me and my girlfriend we were married, and we said we're not. So we didn't get the cat. They sometimes they interview you, but he was like a stray cat that followed this lady, and he followed her in a rainy day, and she put his photos on the internet, and I was like, wow, this cat is hardcore. He looks like a gremlin, and since I like gremlins, I was like, man, I love aggressive cats. I like cats that you can play with. So he was exactly up my alley, and I'm playing with him more than video games, a lot more, like 5 times more play with him than video games. So it's always good to get a good cat, So okay, so let's show them some good stuff, Moshiko. All right, get the fuck out of here. All right, so first of all, a little modification that I did lately. I have my notorious Hori controller that I got a couple weeks ago, and this one, now this model is half pro. It came with the Sanwa stick, but I changed it to Sanwa buttons. It was a little bit more pain in the ass than I thought, but still, it's pretty straightforward. So it's really awesome now. The buttons are the controller is full Sanwa, so in the domain of PlayStation, I'm covered. I can do what I need to do, so there's no problem. Now, in terms of my Saturn, I built another Saturn controller. This one is the Mark II. I built already one of those. This one I changed a little bit. First of all, the printing, the panel printing, I used like a little different technique, made it a little bit cleaner and shinier. And I put like white rim buttons here. It kind of like pops up the button patterns a little bit better. And the wiring inside was done a little bit differently this time. I tried like a different technique. The thing is about wiring the Saturn is that originally the buttons are soldered to the motherboard directly. So since you're adding a whole bunch of wires, it kind of like pushes the motherboard towards the edge. So when I assemble it after finishing this one, it didn't work. It kind of like make the Saturn crazy, and then I figured out that because the wiring are pushing. Since I wired it differently a little bit, I wanted to make more robust wiring. It pushed the motherboard, and it kind of like grounded with the back panel. So what I did, I attached little spacers to the motherboard, so they keep it like nice and cushiony, from the backboard. So now it works perfectly. I have a couple more of Saturn controllers that I'm gonna mod. So if anybody's interested in getting one of my famous custom Saturn stick, let me know. There's already Outlaw Star is interested. I'm gonna hook him up with a nice one. But yeah, this one is hands down the best Saturn controller. I think it really enhances the gameplay, and you play better, and it's really fun playing with it. I have my prototype and I love it, you know, so it works great, you know. Then I got a couple of games lately. Yeah, it's an interesting all shooter pickups. So yeah, I'll show you. I found a boxed version of Super Aleste. It's my favorite Super Famicom shooter. Hands down, it's my favorite. It's a really good game. It's this type of. It really reminds of Xanac a little bit, and it's this type of shooter that you only die in the later stages of the game. It's so balanced. It's not difficult. Okay, you can set the difficulty higher, but it is just the stages are so long and so dense, and the music is great, and it's just it's a really good game. Like very varied settings and enemies, and it's a game that you play to accumulate life. I mean more and more life, you know, and more spaceships. I mean, you know what I'm saying, and then when you get to the later stages, you know, you start losing them, and you have to make sure that you keep your weapon powered up, and I mean, it's really, it uses all the tricks in the books of the technical capability of the Super Famicom. So this is hands down my favorite. I had a loose copy, and I always want to get like I mean, I'm not like a big collectioner, you know, for me it's less important, but this and Axelay for Super Famicom, I always want to get a box because it's like really beautiful, and I'm going to keep it nice and sealed, you know, because, you know, it's really a great artwork, and I really want to get one, and I found a cheap one in Akihabara, so I'm glad I got this one, and I'm good with that. Now, in terms of Geo CD, I got Sonic Wings too. I didn't even open it yet. I didn't have a chance to play it yet, but I want to. I heard it's like the best Sonic Wings version, so you know, I want to have like a mini collection of Geo CD, so why not get this one? So I got this one. I got by mail. I bought it online because I couldn't find it physically. Viewpoint, of course. It's a fantastic game. I mean, this is really a good shooter. I really like it. I really dig it. It's funky. Got good music. It's really funky. Shooter. It's really fun to play. It's difficult, but you know, a lot of memorization, a little bit, and it's type of game that is difficult because the bullet come fast to you in a short span of distance. So it's a little bit difficult, but it's really fun. It's a beautiful game. And then Alpha Mission 2, or whatever they call it, Last Guardian. Very mediocre game. Infinite continues. The spaceship is small. It's hard to see the bullets. It's fun to play, you know. It's another piece for the collection, so called. But you know, I'm not going crazy about this game. It's alright, you know. It's alright. I'll play it for the sake of diversity. Now, the rest of the games are Mega Drive games. And it's interesting because I got a couple of rare games in Akihabara, okay? And the thing is about Japan, you know, when you buy the game, on the cover you have like a condition of the manual in the box, rated A, B, C, and there's a huge difference in price in terms of these letters. The condition, a huge difference of price, and I don't get it. I mean, it looks perfect. So, for example, this I got a couple of months ago, actually, Glaylancer, which it's a very rare Mega Drive game, and it costs a lot of money. But I found this one. It's still expensive, even in the store. It cost me like $80, between $70 and $80. So, but it's worth the money. If you're into Mega Drive games, it's definitely a game that you will play a lot. But the guy in the store, he warned me like, yeah, there's like some, I didn't understand really exactly what he said. Yeah, he said like, you know, there was some damage here and there, and I was like, okay, I mean, for the price, I don't give a fuck, you know, just hook me up. I mean, it's a rare game, I want to get it. The price is awesome, and it comes and, you know, like it comes in like nylon, and everything is like perfect, you know. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why the condition is not considered good. I mean, you tell me. I mean, it's fantastic condition. and it's got a manual. It's got like a whole bunch of crap. I didn't even open it, only nylon, and I don't get it. But yeah, Glaylancer is a great game. What can I say about it? The thing about this game, there's a couple ways to play it. In the beginning, you can choose many options about your side weapons, and usually about this game, it's really fun in the beginning when wherever you move the ship, your side weapons like kind of aims to it, you know. So if you kind of move forward, it aims your side weapons forward, and then you can lock them, or you can lock them on the back. So it's really fun. But then you discover that you can change weapon. I mean, it can aim it automatically towards your enemy, so it renders the game a lot easier. So you can change the setting to difficult, no problem. It's a really good game. It's a great artwork. It's a really crispy game. A little bit expensive to get, but I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't get a good deal about it. So, you know, so it's one down. And then I got Battle Mania yesterday. I played an emulation. Actually, I thought I was getting the number 2, the next game in line, which is more expensive. But I actually bought this one, and it's an awesome game. And also this one, they had a pile of those at the store, and they're very expensive. But this one I got for like $50, and they go for usually a lot more. And they had a whole bunch of why? Because this one got like a C and 2B or 2C and a B. You tell me. I mean, it looks like a perfect condition. I don't see anything wrong with it. The cartridge looks brand new. There's nothing peeling about it. I don't even care about if the sticker is peeling, but it's in nylon, and the manual is perfect. I don't get it. Everything's perfect, so I don't get. And they had a couple more with like a bunch of A's. They were like double the price. I don't get it. I mean, I'm glad I got it for a good price, so I'm down with that. Battle Mania, it's a fun game. I really like it actually. It's down. Then I got like a cheap one, classic. I didn't have yet. Thunder Force 2. I never played it, but I heard you can change the gameplay from vertical to horizontal, vice versa. So yeah, I'm definitely down to play with that. So it's cheap, and why not? And then the curious one of them all is Eliminate Down. Now, before you think I spent like $2,000 on eBay, it goes for like $2,000. I kid you not, for $2,500. I don't get it, why it's so expensive. But this one I got on eBay, and of course it's a bootleg version. We're not spending. So, what do you get for bootleg version? The manual is like fake. I mean, it's like cheap paper. There's nothing almost in it. There's like one, just like, gotta show you this. Just like a couple of printed pages. Like it's like fake, nothing. So whatever, man. Fake as a $3 bill, like my fellow Americans say, or whatever you say in England or whatever country you're from. So this is fake, okay. And then you get a cartridge. Probably they took an old cartridge. You can see that they peeled a little bit the sticker, and I bet they put probably a USB card, a USB chip in there, and matched it with that. I don't know how you call it even, a little motherboard, so it will play no Mega Drive. But it's actually it runs great. I mean, it's a USB card, so it's in terms. I mean, it looks amazing on the Mega Drive, no problem. So it plays really good, and price-wise, it's a little bit expensive, like $50, okay, for fake Eliminate Down, but. It's halfway emulation. I mean, you do use your original gear, so when you pop it in, it's the same thing. I mean, you're playing the Mega Drive, so it's definitely worth investment for a game that is unfindable, absolutely unfindable. So the guy he sent it from Spain, right? And he said he sold a bunch of those. He sells like a American version or European version and Japanese version. So I wanted the Japanese version. And then like the strange thing about it is that it took like a whole month to get here. He said it's going to take a long time. So and then eBay shut them down because I don't think it's legal to sell bootleg. So I don't know. It's weird. So they I think they canceled his account. So I'm kind of like one of the last guys that got it. But I'm sure you can find a bootleg somewhere of this game. But you know, I know how